Hello everybody, my name is Will and welcome back to Sprocket. Today we're going to be either building a late heavy or an early MBT, depending on what you want to classify this thing as. I'm not going to begin to pretend to know exactly what the classifications and specifications of each requirement are, blah, 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 blah. I call it a heavy tank for the duration of this video because it has like 600mm of effective armor pretty much everywhere on the front, apart from a few weak spots where it drops down to about 210. But yeah, it's got lots of armor. And most importantly, it has a very, very big gun. Did I mention that yet? I don't think I mentioned that yet. We're using a 155mm gun, but this isn't a derp gun. This is like a proper anti-tank 155mm cannon. So it's got some pretty mean armament on it, and here you can see the hull being designed, and I'm just fighting my cat away from my keyboard because she just ruined the first take I tried to do of this recording. True story. But yeah, as I fight the cat away, you can see me designing the hull at the moment. She is desperate to get to my keyboard. No, please, no. Mate, is this the take that's going to make it into the video? Perhaps. Do people want to hear me fighting my cat? She's got over. She's managed to make it. She's moved on. Okay, right, there we go. We're safe. Yeah. There's the engine deck done. I didn't really talk through that too much. I was somewhat distracted. However, yeah, you know what? I'm going to say that was worth it. I'm leaving that in. And here's when I decided, hey, let's make this an oscillating turret. Maybe I'm just a sucker for oscillating turrets, but I like them. It felt somewhat right, and here I am forgetting my own tutorial that I made. By the way, I made a shorts tutorial. You can watch that. Haha, what a plug. Yeah, design the turret vertically, and then put a cube in, and put another cube on the side of the cube, and just load the turrets in after you've done the cube trick, because the cube trick allows you to get the vertical turret on exactly straight up, straight down, rather than having a slight angle. So yeah, I forgot to do that, which made it infinitely harder on myself. So definitely do that. Go to my channel, go to the shorts tab if you're interested in learning how to do oscillating turrets. Okay, yes, back to the tank. We're now building this little extended piece of armor. This was a thing that I don't think many Western tanks actually did. I think this is mostly like Eastern Bloc tanks you saw doing this, was have this kind of extended hull just where the turret was. I decided that that was something I wanted to do on this tank just because I think it looks kind of neat in places, and then you know, just decorating up the turret. Now that it's on there, you can also see the gun is on there as well. I don't think I actually ran you through building that thing. It's a very, very long barrel and a very long caliber? Big caliber. Obviously 155 is bigger than the KV2 technically. It doesn't look as ridiculous as the KV2 because it's more proportional, but you can see the size of these shells, and we don't have a huge amount of ammo in this tank, but you can see we've got 2 ammo racks in the hull, 2 ammo racks in the turret, 1 for APHE in either, and then I just put some French decals on here to, you know, add Frenchness, because that's very important. The French are a very proud people. And, you know, I've designed their tanks for them, so they should be proud, because this is an amazing tank, and I'm sure you agree. But yeah, we're pretty much done at this point. This has been a bit of a scuffed talking over session, but, you know, what video on my channel isn't a little bit scuffed? And speaking of videos on my channels being a little bit scuffed, this is an odd segue, but don't forget to like and subscribe. There you go. We got that one in at the start, so now hopefully the algorithm approves of me. Anyway, we'll just get to the gameplay, shall we? Okay, so here we have the Mark 210A. This is a very well-armoured tank if we look at it from the front, and we are in the late war scenario, even though this is a mid-war mission. I wouldn't normally send this back to do an earlier scenario and not, like, downgrade it. But honestly, we've struggled so much with this mission in the past that I think it may genuinely be harder than any of the late war missions for this tank. But yeah, we'll have a quick look over it. So as you can see, we've got an oscillating turret, and therefore it is French, as you all well know. The Americans tried it once, but they clearly didn't have as much fun as the French did. So, you know, it's French. We have a big engine deck, and a very low profile is something that this tank also has in common with maybe some of the earlier oscillating turret designs like the AMX-13, but obviously this one has a lot more armor, and most importantly, this one packs one hell of a punch. We have a 155mm high-velocity cannon with 292mm of penetration. I say high-velocity, it's only 687 meters a second, but that's because we don't have any fancy munitions in this game yet. We just have a conventional AP and APHE, so 292mm of pen on the AP is definitely not bad. So let's see how it does. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load the APHE, and we got to go find out what light tanks we're going to be fighting, who I hope won't go through my armor, but I can't guarantee my AI won't just turn backwards and give them the weakest point of the armor. Okay, 7 light tanks this time. Not too many. Still, you know, we're going to have to kill 2 or 3. If we assume that the AI is working just as well as I, which they probably won't be, so we're probably going to have to do the majority of the work here, which would be fine if we didn't have like a 12-second reload on this 155. Let's see if we can get a twofer though. No. Is the answer. There's no way that's happening. I'm not going to risk any weird shots glitching in and getting my turret ring or something. A place where I've just neglected to put quite as much armor as everywhere else. Just going to keep retreating and using this 155 whenever possible. We do have a pretty good reverse gear, as we are a French tank, so, you know, that helps here, definitely. You know what? I'm just going to use his friend as extra armor here. There's 2 of them on me right now, and there's 1 up the hill there, so I don't think we're going to lose our other ally here. We may well. We've already lost 1 of them. I didn't watch that happen, but I can guess what happened, and I'm guessing it's to do with the AI just forgetting how to base armor towards the enemy, as they tend to do. There we go. Okay, light tanks gone. Now we're just going to have 7 heavy tanks to deal with, which is quite a lot. I'm going to go as far as to guess that those are the TOG 2s, which is, in one sense, good for us, because that's the biggest enemy, and we're going to be able to penetrate. Did my other tank really just die to a rock? Okay. Well, as per usual, the environment is my enemy. It's the TOGs! Okay, how far away are they? A bit further than that. You know what? Let's let them close the distance a little bit here. Let's retreat. Oh, what a shot! Let's go for another good shot. Here we go. Retreat. Oh, just too high. That was really close, I think. I didn't really stay long enough to see where the shell landed. But it looked close. He's giving me his side armor over there. Oh, where did that go? Did that just go under him? I'm not sure. That also looked so close. Oh, no! Oh, where did they go through? There? There? Okay, that was a very unfortunate spot for them to hit. I think the shell, because it was so far away, I think it was coming down from on top at like a 10-15 degree angle, and that meant that it was essentially seeing the top of the turret. Like, if you think from where the shell is landing, like from this angle, and that meant that the turret roof wasn't thick enough to block the shot. So what I've done is I've up-armored the turret top. It was 25mm of armor. It's now at the front 70mm, and at the back it's still 25 over the stowage, but 50 where the commander hatch and the crew hatch is. Only 6 light tanks this time, which should mean hopefully a little bit of an easier time, but, you know, I've been proved wrong before. Shall we learn to count with light tanks? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like we're out of victims. Only 6 enemy heavy tanks, though, this time. Maybe, actually, the TOG was a bad thing to happen to us last game. I thought it would be good because of the size of them, They have very good fire rate. Now we're fighting Panthers. I think those also have good fire rate. Let's see if we hit them, though, from this range. That's just... no. Yeah, no, that was just bad. I can't even blame it being close. That was just bad. Let's see if we can get any better shot this time. Oh, yeah. I think that was the lower plate as well. That wasn't even, like, the front hull, which I think we're going to blast through even with this range and with this gun. You know, the Panther does have thick armor, but we have a lot of penetration. Oh, another one right through the lower plate. It's so satisfying watching these shells land. They're always super fun to watch. This guy is quite a long way away. I think he's a little bit further than before. Yeah, he is. And I didn't aim any higher than before because I doubted myself. Oh, my friend got him. Okay, one last Panther to go. Did I see a shot from over there? I'm not sure, to be honest. That's my ally. That's what was my ally. Oh! Well, he found him. Now, because the grime is less on this tank, we're not hugely camouflaged in the snow, I will be entirely honest. You know, like a light-ish blue isn't the closest thing to the snow's colour that you could ever have. But look how pretty the snow is now. We have deforming trails where our tanks were, and I think a slight graphics improvement with the fog. But the mission is still laid out the same, unlike Fields when it got reworked. However, hello there, what are you? You're the AMX, aren't you? Yeah, that's not a problem. I did see another thing on the left there, but I've got to reload, so just going to have to give it a second. What have we got over here? Oh, look, it's my face on the side of a king tiger. The turret did a little hop. I see tracks. Where do the tracks lead? Ooh, the tracks lead right there! Oh, good God. That was closer than I would have liked it to be. And it looks like he or someone else has got my ally over there. It's been slightly too long since I saw any enemies. I'm starting to get a little bit suspicious. We're going to go for it. Oh, goodness. Okay, we've just been hit from the left-hand side over there. I'm just going to keep the speed up here. Try and get into cover, because I do not see what shot me there. They've got to be all in that starting area that they sometimes get stuck in, for sure. Okay, there's one. There are two other enemies. I mean, we'll take this one out and not complain, for sure. Or we're going to shoot a tree and do absolutely nothing to them. And enable their AI to see me and come over this way and murder me. Okay, there we go. That's dealt with them. Oh, I think I see another one. I think they're just up over here and down there. Yep, there goes another one. And is that the last guy? Is that the AMX? I think that is, you know. I think it is... Well, I mean, it's definitely an AMX. I think it's alive, is the main point. That's unfortunate. Oh, look, they've woken up from their hibernation. Good evening. Oh, good God. Trees again. I tell you what, it really is environment that is my biggest threat in this game. Every single game that I play, every single time I design a tank, it's the environment. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my good Lord. I can't aim for the life of me right now. And it may well be for the life of me, but yeah, not if the AI is doing this. Right, let's relax. Take the shot when we're ready. There we go. Okay. Goodness me, that was embarrassing. Yeah, we'll just cut that one out, I think. Just cut that out, pretend that never happened. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, 10 enemies on defense. Okay, there's only 4 of us. Now, if we assume that my AI is perfect at aiming, and they each kill 2 enemies, that still leaves us with 4 we're going to have to kill ourselves. And that's like a full minute of reloading. So this could be a challenge for sure, especially if we have enemies at super long range like that, but then again, my AI could actually aim well and destroy them instantly. That also would be nice. Let's just get over here and try and take out some of these longer range ones, because those are going to be the problem. Oh, just too low. If someone could deal with that one, that'd be grand. Oh no. Anyone? Okay, they're actually going for the further away ones. I think I'm going to have to go for the closer one here. Otherwise, he would definitely get across the border. Behind me, I reckon there's going to be some going over, but I just can't spend the time dealing with the ones behind. We've got so many in front. Okay, there we go. That deals with that. That one's about to cross the front. I'm not going to be able to turn the turret in time. We're going to lose. Yep. Ah, damn it. Okay. The 155 is a bit of a problem on this level. This is a nicer set of enemies, only 6 this time, which means if we assume that our AI get 1 kill each, I've only got to kill 3 tanks. So that's better odds. Not perfect, and also my aim last time was not perfect either, so that's something that I would like to fix going forward. There's an enemy there. I'd normally go for the longer range ones first, but honestly, let's just take targets out first, or we can bounce off like the least armored enemy that can possibly spawn here. Oh, goodness me, that's embarrassing. Hello, friend. I'm just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Okay, we didn't miss that one. And then there's this guy who's survived beyond all odds and hasn't survived my AI, who can aim a lot better than me, apparently. I think that's 3 of 4 enemies over there. Oh, what a shot! Yep, that deals with him. One a little bit further forward than this King Tiger, and the other one is at the back there. So all 3 enemies are now in front of me. Let's try and get this Puma 2. Yep, okay, that works. This Tiger's going to be a little slow in comparison to the Puma, but I feel like it would still reach the front first, and it's going into that little recess. So let's take that out of the equation. And then, just hopefully, these 8 seconds, and we can do it. Oh, look, our allies even put out his engine. Well, not put out his engine. Shot his engine. Oh, and they put him out of his misery. Fantastic. Okay. Well, when we get a decent set of enemies on defense, then we do a little bit better with the 155mm gun. But yeah, definitely the reload was becoming a problem there. Perhaps if I had a team with both this and like the 90mm version of the AMX-13, we'd have a pretty good time. And speaking of this and the 90mm AMX-13, let's see if we can find a custom battle where this is in its play, in its element. Okay, here we are with a custom battle on fields. We have on my team, for some reason they've spawned all the way over there, we have 4 AMX-1390s, 1 Mark 208B, which is another one of my oscillating tanks, and this new one, the 210A. And so this gives us a 155mm oscillating tank, a 105mm oscillating tank, and a 90mm oscillating light tank that we can bring in pretty high numbers within the capacity. And then the enemies have our British MBT we made as my first MBT video. We have the light tank from 2 videos ago, and a version of that light tank that I built in the stream with a 152mm gun, just for funsies. So it's 6 on 6. Their MBT is probably a little bit better than this one. However, I'd say the 208B should do a pretty good job, and these 1390s are deadly, and we've proved that against the light tanks, the 209s. So, yeah, hopefully this should be a pretty close battle, and these are all tanks that you can see made in previous videos. So it's a bit of a showdown of the old and the new on both sides, I guess. And straight away, the enemy 207 has... Wait, what? No. The 209s killed the 2... I don't know. Okay, there's their MBT, and it's... Oh, it's giving me its side armor. I will happily take that. That's fantastic news. Now, we are the green team here, not the red team. So we're already up, and they're down to only 2 tanks. They're down to only 1 tank, and that's their last guy there. Okay. Wow, that was pretty clean. Who did we lose on our team? It was the oscillating MBT, the 208. 208? Yeah, the 208. Which is not the one I expected to die, to be entirely honest. But okay, let's try this one more time, and we'll give them a couple more advantages. Okay, they've come back. They saw what happened to their last fighting force, and they've decided to upgrade. So they brought 2 of the MBT that we very quickly dispatched last time, as well as 2 of the light tank anti-air modifications, which are going to be very deadly against our poor little Mark 13s here, and a couple more 152mm armed light tanks, and also a 90mm armed light tank. Obviously, the normal thing has a 76. So they have a lot more tanks. However, we have probably the better tanks here. So we'll see what wins out. Okay, our oscillating French MBT over there has just sprinted ahead. We just can't keep up with that thing. It's super fast. Obviously, the massive raised engine deck in that thing, and let me put a huge engine in there. And I think straight away it's already managed to kill one of the light tanks, one of the 76mm armed ones. And that's an MBT over there. Once again, is he going to give me his side armor? Yes, he is. It's an exact repeat of what happened last time, as well as us losing that MBT, which rushes ahead. Can we pin down any more enemies? There's 2 light tanks over there. I'd like to get one. Yep, we do get... Oh, that was one of the 90mm armed ones as well. That is a valuable target to take out. They have just quite a lot more penetration than the 76mm armed ones, even though they reload a bit slower. There's another tank over there. That was one of the 152mm ones, and we do miss our shot, which is a pretty bad thing to do when you have a 12-second reload. That's the anti-air on the hill. I am actually a little bit scared of those. Can we... Yes, okay, we can kill that, even if we hit the turret at a weird spot. Probably just because of how much HE is in this 155. And there's some more tanks up where he was, as well as one pushing down on the right. We may get swarmed here. I think I'm going to start falling back because there's so many of the enemy lights coming over this hill. There goes one of them. That's one of the 152s. Just keep falling back. There's 2 over there. That's... Okay, he's gone. That was a 90mm. And we have what looks like the 152 that I missed earlier. Yep, he's gone. Okay, 3 of my team remain. They look like they've got a little bit confused, though, so it may just essentially be me versus 4 enemies here. We are going to have to find and kill them. I think I see one in that ravine, and that is probably the MBT with the size of that thing, which is definitely something I don't want to mess with. I mean, the other one gave me his side armor. This guy may not. So let's see if we can pull off a flank here. We have, as I mentioned before, very low profile, this tank, so we can play around with hills that they might not be able to. Oh, there was the lower plate there. We're going to need AP. And to be honest, I think he's going to kill me if he gets a shot off, because I don't have as much armor as I would like. We're just going to have to use our slightly better mobility to get around him. And there we go, he's gone. Okay, load the APHE again. We have 3 more enemies. A little bit chaotic there, but we've pulled through. And if we do die, if I miss someone, we do still have 2 friendlies who... Well, the AI is confused. I imagine their tanks still work. That looks alive in this little ravine. Hello. Yep, you're still alive. 2 more. Where have they gotten to? That's the question. Hang on. The heavy tank just fired. I swapped to one of the 90mm to hopefully do some scouting, and the heavy tank just fired. What did it fire at? Oh, hang on. I think I found what it fired at. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good for me. I am a very, very light tank, and that is an unhealthy sign. Oh, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I don't think I can survive many of those at all. Oh, goodness me. How many shots can you take? Oh, you're just an anti-air. Okay, HE, come on. Come on. Do me the job here. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Whew. Only one more now. It's not my idea of a fun time, I will admit. Oh, I see them. They're over there. Yes! Well, it took a while for all the wrong reasons, but we have eventually succeeded in winning a 13 versus 6 custom battle here, and I think in no small part down to this heavy tank. It's the 155 is a little bit mean, to be honest. I mean, 292 mil of AP penetration meant that we were basically never needing to fire it. We could essentially fire APHE 100% of the time, which was almost a guaranteed kill if you penetrated. And this turret is very hard to go through, apparently, unless you're a TOG 2 firing at long range and you hit the turret roof. Apparently then, it's very easy. But... yeah, if you enjoyed this one, please leave a like, comment, and a subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this in the future. And yeah, I will see you then. Goodbye. And as always, a huge thank you to this channel's patrons: Cody N, Nicholas K, Just a Casual T62M1, Gunmaster 929, Zeit Wolverine, Rivera, Tree Loving Mango, CamJam135, Sad Cat, DJ Pete, Yoki003, Caligo Drake, and Rule Stolzbocken. Thank you so much